Welcome to Community Conversations. I'm Frederick County Executive Jan Gardner, and I'm pleased today to have as my guest Dr. Joanne Horn, who is the new Executive Director of CREST. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, Jan. It's a pleasure to be here.
So I'm happy to have you on to talk a little bit about CREST, what it is and what they do. But can we start off first by having you introduce yourselves and tell our viewers a little bit about who you are and what your background is?
Yeah, sure. Well, I was formally trained as a microbiologist. I got my PhD at University of California, Berkeley. But I guess apropos to CREST per se, I've worked in a lot of different areas, but cover both government, industry, and education, which are kind of the three spaces that CREST operates in. So in that sense, I feel like I have a real feeling for the cultures in those spaces, and I hope to be able to capitalize that to push CREST forward.
Very good. Now, many people don't know what CREST is. They really don't know what we're talking about here. So can you tell people a little bit about what CREST is and what CREST stands for and
Sure.
really the objectives of CREST?
Yeah, absolutely. So CREST stands for the Frederick Center for Research and Education in Science and Technology. It's quite a mouthful, but
It is. I tell people it's not toothpaste.
right, exactly. So we're a regional higher education center formally, but we're kind of a unique regional higher education center because in addition to the sort of traditional role of offering graduate programs and certificate programs to people in the area from our universities, but we also have an economic development mission. So what does that mean exactly to people in Frederick? Basically, we offer training programs that are responding to the needs of the tech employers. So that's all of STEM in Frederick County. So workforce development, but that also includes opportunities for folks to advance their careers. It offers students the ability to take internships with our local employers here. And we'll also be offering seminars and workshops. So there's really quite a range of educational opportunities that'll both push forward our employers, but also their employees and students.
So it goes beyond a traditional higher education center, which is really focused on coursework and degrees and certificate programs. This is a bit broader to support our key employers who are looking for that extra educational opportunity for their employees.
Yeah, precisely. And it also, another sort of thrust that we're pursuing is to foster collaborative research relationships between the universities, the industry here, and our government labs.
Okay.
So that'll generate a lot of cross-fertilization of ideas, hopefully new patents, products, and kind of synergies.
Well, I think the internship idea is really a good one so that we can continue to develop that workforce, introduce students to what the jobs are like in science, technology, math, engineering, because sometimes people don't really know what these jobs are all about.
Sure.
And so people can get the bug, they'll continue to pursue that path.
Yeah, and it also gives an opportunity for employers to kind of test drive candidates, if you will.
There you go.
And provide a kind of pipeline for them, which is another one of our goals. So what we're doing is on our website, we're setting up a kind of internship brokerage. Okay, now initially that was for our master's students that we've begun to process through the program, but we're actually wanting to expand that out to really anybody in the community that wants to jump into STEM employment and give it a try, or practice new skills or so forth. So if you're interested in that, just go to our website, which is frederickcrest.org. And currently we have one application for our master's students, but we'll be expanding it. But if you're really fired up about getting your name in the queue there, just fill out one of the applications we have, and we'll be happy to take a look at it.
Now, one of the reasons people don't really know about CREST is because CREST is new, being created by the state legislature and then approved for some state funding, and certainly there's been some local funding support as well.
Right.
But so, what are some of the initial collaborations and coursework that will be offered?
Yeah, so our first rollout, what we did was we've been working very closely with the University of Maryland, College Park, and Baltimore. But College Park has a really neat program that's specifically aimed at teachers. And so to science teachers, it's a master's program for them to obtain their master's. So we've been working with FCPS and their faculty to enroll folks in this program, and we're sort of giving it, as we'll try to do with all of our educational programs, kind of local flavor by setting up their research component, which is a requirement for the program, with our local labs here, including some of the government and industry labs. So there's that opportunity, and we're also offering a current topics course that's being offered this winter by local scientists.
Okay, well, that's cool.
Yeah.
So now I know that obviously we have two institutions of higher education here in the county, Hood and Mount St. Mary's, and
Sure.
they're certainly partners in this.
Absolutely.
So I want people to know this really doesn't compete with Hood or Mount St. Mary's. We are really appreciative of their role here and the support they provide to our community in many ways. So they're engaged in this and supportive of it, and I think that's an important point to make.
Oh, yeah, and we're partnering with them and promoting some of their programs, as well as hopefully, coupling them together with some of the research universities in the state and our local industry. So, yeah.
Yeah, so this brings in that connection with the University of Maryland and maybe Hopkins and some other institutions of higher education that are in our state, nearby, but not necessarily in the county.
Right.
So I know that CREST is one of our partners with en route at 118 North Market Street with our incubator, which is FTSE, and our economic development partners. Can you talk a little bit about the importance of being part of Root?
Sure, sure. Well, we're delighted to be moving into 118 North Market, and it really offers the opportunity to work side by side with our partners, both at the County Economic Development Agency, who we're working closely with, and FTSE. We look at the startup community as being one of our biggest customers, really. I mean, these folks need help in terms of internships, and I think they'll be a great partner in terms of coupling with the research faculty at our various university partners. So it's I think there'll be a lot of opportunities for people in the community in terms of internships there, as well as people who are coming out of our graduate programs to work with the folks in the startup community. So yeah, I mean, I'm really excited about working closely with Kathy Brady and her staff.
Yes, it should be a great collaboration, great synergies, and a great way to grow big ideas. And make those connections and make things happen in our community.
Right.
I really think it's very unique around the state of Maryland that we're putting all these partners together in one place.
Absolutely.
So I'm very excited about it. It's really going to be a good model for others, and I just love when we can lead the way here in Frederick County.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm really excited about some of our initiatives and working together.
So CREST is new. So how are you trying to get the word out, and how can people find out more?
Well, we've been marketing, of course, to our immediate, like the FCPS faculty. We've also been out to, for example, the Fort Detrick Research Fair, and we'll be showing up at a lot of bio buzz and bio beers, and so yeah, we're getting out there in the community, and frankly, I've been just knocking on doors and talking to members of our commercial sector about what their needs are, how we can meet them. I was just on the phone yesterday with Charles River Labs, and we're working very closely with Leidos. and some of the folks up at Fort Detrick. So yeah, I mean, we're just personal contact. You'll also see advertisements in the paper, in the Frederick News Post about some of our programs, and yeah, we're talking about different ways to get the word out. But
Okay. Well, I think it's very exciting. I know we can put up information on our screen as to how people can contact CREST, contact you, and I think it's important for businesses in our community as well as individuals to reach out and find out what the opportunities are with CREST. It's a great a way to make sure we prepare that workforce for the jobs of the future and for the opportunities we're going to have here in Frederick
yeah,
County.
absolutely. I mean, we have so much talent here that I think we can tap into. And yeah, if you have any questions or would like to contact me, feel free. Pick up the phone. My number is 240-578-0996, or through our website. And, you know, my email is jhorn@frederickcrest.org. So give me a holler.
Well, we wish you much success. Our time is pretty much over. Any concluding comments you'd like to make that we haven't covered?
No, I don't think so. I'm just really jazzed about where we're going and where we're going as a community.
Yeah, I'm really jazzed as well. Thank you for joining us for today's edition of Community Conversation. I hope you learned a little bit about CREST and the efforts with our higher education partners and our business community to really help create a strong workforce in Frederick County. If you need more information, we'll put it out there on the screen and you can contact CREST to learn more. Thank you for joining us.